work?
Yes, well, his approach was, I always found, very congenial. The way I had been brought up theologically, of course, was in neo-scholasticism, and then, of course, there was a big reaction to that after the council. I think it's something of an overreaction. I think it was a good thing that we had a reaction, but I think the neo-scholastic period has been underrated more recently, and I think it will go through a time of rehabilitation. I could go into that too. But my approach is much wider, of course, than that. But I suppose the neo-scholasticism gave me a strong sense of tradition, and the idea of a theology and a philosophy also that doesn't really proceed so much in a revolutionary way, but more in terms of evolution, I would think. And I saw Rana as embodying that kind of tradition. He always told people that he was a Thomist, and yet he was also a student of Heidegger, as people know, and he was able, he would always expand his vision, not repudiating things in his past, but always just incorporating the new and making adjustments. And I'm still convinced that that's an excellent way to go in theology, and it's the way I like to go myself. The other thing is, I think, quite frankly, that he was a genius, and just the breadth of his theological work is staggering when you look at it, you know. And the fact that he wrote on every subject that you could think of. Now, he didn't exhaust these subjects. In fact, he definitely left most of them, even the most important ones, unfinished. But he left plenty of clues for people like me and others to pick up and to carry further. But even though he spread himself very wide, my feeling about him is that he illuminated every subject that he touched, and I think that's where the genius was evident. And so, without realizing it really, without doing this deliberately, I'd have to admit that he's the point of, at least the point of departure for me in almost every theological experiment that I take on.